Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building off of that, I totally agree with the self-assessment versus leveraging a peer. So I know that no one wants to, but you got to watch yourself moderate. You got to watch it because you're going to see so much just in a self-assessment. Answerlab has like a best moderation matrix that can help you. It's online, and there's a lot of, resources and tools for this kind of thing, but you got to bite the bullet and you got to watch it. And it's also really helpful to find a peer and watch each other. That's like a huge eye opener, and to do it at a consistent basis, 6 months, a year, that can be huge for helping improve moderation, which is such a critical component of insights creation, right? And then the other piece is exactly as Mike was saying, community. So again, at Answerlab, we're an agency with UX researchers. So we have 150 researchers and they're all talking to each other all the time. See, people are posting like wild on Slack. Hey, does anyone have ideas for this research plan? Can anyone point me to this? But you can create that for yourself too. It's so important to be involved in the UX research community. You might be at an org that's just has you. You might just be at an org where there's just a few of you, and maybe you never talk to each other because you're embedded in teams. But it's really important to connect with other UX practitioners and to stay aware of what's in the field. So as Mike mentioned, that can be a conference, but it can also be stuff like ADP list and UX coffee hours and these opportunities to connect with UX mentors. People are really excited about the field right now, and there's a lot of opportunities there, as well as engaging in resources like learners, like Research Bookmark, like finding sort of these touch points where a lot of people are contributing, which helps us all upskill. So I would say it's total cringe, but you got to watch yourself. And then the other piece too is like, this is just like normal kind of management stuff, but I love 3-3, 3x3 feedback or reflection, which is 3 things that you feel proud of, accomplished, that you feel like you're strong in, and 3 things you want to focus on, find opportunities or level up in. And so, yeah, in your example, you're like, hey, I know I'm good at surveys, but I want to learn more about unmoderated usability sessions. How does that work? I'm going to take an online course about it, or I'm going to do a deep dive and come up with a game plan on that. So I think it's both ways. And then the last thing I'll just say is like, there's only so many hours in the day, but thinking about what is going on in the field through like podcasts, just following folks on LinkedIn is super helpful, and ongoing bias training, because like I need that like every 6 months. Like it's like they creep back in, and we need to really engage with bias training as we consider inclusive experiences, and also how we sort of safeguard our own studies from letting that creep in too much.
I think you and I talked about this a little yesterday in our meet and greet. Bias training, right? Let's dive into that a little bit.